Hi there. Good morning. Thanks for joining us here at the Weather Network. It's Friday. It is July the 4th. Happy July the 4th if you're celebrating today. If you're heading stateside, we're going to be covering what's happening with Hurricane Arthur, of course, and we're going to be talking about the gorgeous weekend setting up for southern Ontario. Temperatures right now, we're actually a little bit on the cool side. I wore a sweater into work today. I know you all know that I'm a bit of a baby when it comes to the cold, but still, we're looking at single digits in some areas. We've got temperatures around 9 degrees for a few isolated showers, but for the most part, we are going to be seeing sunshine. Now, look forward to this weekend because we've got sunshine and warm temperatures on the way. Weather. Good news and bad news. The good news is this weekend. The bad news is Arthur if you've got travel plans to the East Coast. And we'll talk all about that coming up. But first, here's Raisa Ahmed with traffic.
Just yet, Emily?
Well, today, tomorrow, and Sunday look amazing. We've got high pressure firmly in place, which means we are going to see sunshine. Now, areas up towards the Kawarthas and in through Huntsville could see a scattered shower today, but for the most part, it is smooth sailing. We're not going to start to see that active weather until the end of the weekend and into early next week. I quickly want to touch on Arthur, which is just going to be a low by this point in the weekend, but still very soggy, stormy conditions if you are heading out to Atlantic Canada. For us, our next best chance of active weather is going to come Sunday into Monday with the potential for lingering showers and thunderstorms for Tuesday. Good morning. Thanks for joining us. It's Friday. It is July the 4th. I'm Emily Vukoic. Thanks so much for joining us. We've been talking about the heat and the humidity and how it has downgraded. Rice actually said this morning, it is freezing out there. Now, her and I both love the heat and humidity. So, yes, this is a little bit cool for us heat lovers, but it's still quite comfortable this morning. I'll show you those temperatures in a moment. Yesterday was a good day. People were out enjoying the sunshine through St. Jacobs, strolling through the beautiful farmers market, getting their fill of all their fresh fruits and vegetables today to enjoy it all. All right, temperatures right now, we're looking at 8 in Orangeville. See, that's kind of cool. That's what we were talking about. 8. Hamilton 22, Orangeville hitting 20, and Barrie hitting a daytime high of 21. How is the weekend shaping up? Well, I've got good news coming up in just over a minute, but first I'm going to turn things over to Raisa for traffic.
Yeah, so take advantage. Emily?
Thanks, Raisa. We've got amazing weather for today, tomorrow, and into Sunday. High pressure, fully dominating southern Ontario, making things look great. We've got temperatures that are going to be warming up over the weekend. The humidity is going to return slightly. This is the next system that we do have to worry about. This is going to be late day Monday into Tuesday, potentially. It may show up a little bit earlier, may show up late day Sunday and into Monday, but it's an area of low pressure coming at us from across the prairie provinces. It is going to move into Atlantic Canada, and over the weekend, if you do have travel plans, of course, Hurricane Arthur is going to be making its way up the U.S. East Coast. It looks as though it is going to be tropical storm status when it hits the Maritimes, but still, they're looking at rainfall amounts of over 100 millimeters and winds gusting to 120. We've got a gorgeous weekend ahead. That is good news for Friday. Now, we do have high pressure in place. That's more good news for your Friday. This high pressure is going to stick around for the next couple of days. So we are looking at a beauty weekend throughout southern Ontario. This could potentially be the best weekend so far of the summer. Why, you ask? Well, because we've got warm temperatures and low humidity, so it's still going to be very comfortable, but you're going to be able to get out and enjoy the sunshine. Our next best chance for active weather is going to be coming by the end of the weekend. We do have the risk Sunday into Monday to see a few showers, possibly some thunderstorms, moving in with this area of low pressure from across the prairie provinces. And of course, if you're traveling to Atlantic Canada with Arthur in the way, expect delays. Go to the weather. Hi there. Good morning. It is Friday. If Tom was here, he'd go, woohoo! But he's not. He's on vacation. So that's where he is, and that's why I'm standing here by myself. But it is Friday. It is July the 4th. If you are celebrating July the 4th today, happy July the 4th. Can I say it again? Happy July the 4th. A lot of people are going to be celebrating this weekend, and if you're in Ontario and celebrating, the weather looks amazing. If you're on the U.S. East Coast or if you're traveling to Atlantic Canada, not so much. We'll break down Arthur for you in just a few moments. We'll focus on Ontario for a few minutes. Yesterday was awesome. Temperatures this morning are cool. This is actually the coolest day we've had so far, I would say, in the last week and a half. We're in Brantford. We have an amazing weekend ahead. I'm going to give you all those details coming up in just a few moments. But first, Raisa, what's going on the roads?
Well, it's still a pretty good drive.
That is good news for our Friday morning. We've got high pressure in place. That's other good news. And it's going to last all weekend. We have got an amazing weekend ahead. This is probably the best weekend of the summer so far. I say so far because we're right at the beginning, but still, it's going to be awesome. Next best chance of active weather comes in late in the weekend, early next week. So Monday, Tuesday, we could see some isolated thunderstorms, fairly windy conditions, and it's going to be fairly wet. Atlantic Canada, if you are traveling in that direction this weekend, of course, we've got Hurricane Arthur expected to make landfall through Nova Scotia as a post-tropical storm Saturday morning. It's going to track its way through Newfoundland and then be out of the area by Monday. We'll take a quick look at our temperature values over the weekend. They look amazing. 26 tomorrow, 27 for Sunday. A little bit of humidity, but not much. Still going to be great for sleeping weather through the overnight.
It is Friday, Emily.
Yeah, that is great news. Problem-free drive, it's sunshine, warm temperatures, and an awesome weekend ahead. I don't think it could get any better. We've got high pressure firmly in place for southern Ontario, so the weekend looks amazing. We've got sunshine, low humidity, great sleeping weather, probably the best weekend so far of the summer. Now, we do have a little bit of active weather that could be coming in the end of the weekend and into early next week with this area of low pressure, and temperatures are going to start to warm back up again. Now, we know that Hurricane Arthur is not going to directly impact us through southern Ontario, but this is certainly a story of interest. If you do have travel plans through Atlantic Canada, if you've got friends or family that live in the area, Hurricane Arthur is certainly going to make a direct impact through Atlantic Canada over the next few days. Now, it's been moving its way up the U.S. East Coast, and just take a look at some of the video. First, we'll look at the strength of it right now. It is a Category 2 hurricane. It's moving northeast at 37 kilometers an hour. The sustained winds are at 155 kilometers an hour. So it's a very weak Category 2. Category 2 starts at 154 kilometers an hour. The trajectory has it staying as a Category 2 hurricane until it starts to move into cooler waters by later on tonight, and then it is set to impact Nova Scotia as a post-tropical storm tomorrow morning. We've got teams from the Weather Network already traveling through Atlantic Canada. Chris St. Clair is one of them. Nate Coleman, of course, is our bureau reporter out there. He's going to be there, as well as storm hunter Mark Robinson. So it's going to be very busy here at the Weather Network over the weekend. Rainfall amounts are significant. We're looking at 90 to 120 millimeters of rain in some areas through New Brunswick and Nova Scotia. Tropical storm watch is now in place for all of Nova Scotia and in through PEI. This system is going to be very impactful. If you do have travel plans to Atlantic Canada this weekend, expect travel delays. I'm going to turn things over to Risa right now for an update on your commute. It does look beautiful, but I'm a little concerned about the 650-pound pig. That's huge. I look forward to seeing her. I'm assuming if her name is Charlotte. How cute, Charlotte's Web. Today's a gorgeous day. We're seeing temperatures getting up to 22 degrees. We are getting set for possibly the best weekend of the summer. Of all those details, plus the track of Arthur hitting the East Coast coming up. But first, I'm going to turn things over to Risa for an update on your commute. Well, we are going to be seeing lots of sunshine today and warm temperatures, and the weekend looks amazing. There's really not much I can say about high pressure and sunshine. That's going to be the trend for the next couple of days. We do have the risk for some active weather coming in Sunday and into Monday with this area of low pressure, so that could bring us a few isolated showers and possibly some thunderstorms right through the GTA. Hurricane Arthur still packing quite a punch as a Category 2 storm. As it approaches cooler waters, it is expected to downgrade to post-tropical status to hit the Maritimes, and we'll talk more about that coming up in just a few moments. Looking at our forecast for the weekend, temperature-wise, it looks great. It's going to be comfortable with low humidity. It's going to be great sleeping weather as well. Well, we've got good news getting us into the weekend. We've got lots of sunshine with high pressure firmly in place. Temperatures are going to be very comfortable. Yes, the heat and the humidity rise slightly, but it's certainly not going to be as oppressive as it was earlier this week. So not a lot of active weather to talk about. Today, there is a very slight risk for a shower through cottage country and through the Kawarthas, but for the most part, dry and sunny. Our next best chance of active weather is going to be moving in Sunday into Monday. We could see some showers. The potential is there for some isolated thunderstorms because our heat and humidity is going to build right into early next week.
Go to the weather.
Kevin, you can't know the word fowl and not know what bird you're sitting in. Plus, where's your life jacket? Tons of fun. Thanks, Kevin. That's such a great place to bring the entire family. Everybody's always guaranteed to have a good time. 22 degrees is our daytime high. We are going to stay relatively mild. And the weekend, well, I'm going to have those details in just a moment. First, here's Risa with traffic.
Emily?
Thanks, Risa. Well, we've got good news in terms of our weekend weather. We've got high pressure firmly in place. We're going to be seeing lots of sunshine. Temperatures are going to be exactly where they should be, and we're going to feel a little bit of humidity, but not that oppressive heat that we were feeling at the beginning of this week and even last weekend. Our next best chance for active weather comes in the form of thunderstorms Sunday into Monday. We do have a system approaching from the prairie provinces. Our heat and humidity is certainly going to play a factor in the active weather if we get it. If you're traveling through Atlantic Canada, tropical storm Arthur is expected to hit tomorrow. It's still a hurricane, so make sure you call ahead for plans. Tropical storm Arthur is now Hurricane Arthur, and everybody's talking about it on Twitter and Facebook. A news van outside our condo reporting on Hurricane Arthur. Looks like we're right in the middle of the hurricane. Of course, that's coming from the U.S. East Coast. It's here at Sunset Beach, Hurricane Arthur, and here's a picture of the rain coming down. It's going to be fast and furious, pummeling its way up the U.S. East Coast. After leaving CA, I've survived a polar vortex and a southern summer. Will Hurricane Arthur get the best of my travels? Ooh, I hope not. Mother Nature isn't happy. Hurricane Arthur is approaching.
Back inside of the studio, Emily. Isn't that cute?
Absolutely. And I think Mary was looking at you sideways because you were looking at her baby. At least that's what I do when people look at my baby. What are you looking at? All right, temperatures today, 22 degrees. It's going to be a gorgeous afternoon. We've got bring a jacket. You will need it. You won't regret it. They may be turning on heaters on patios tonight. Tomorrow looks great. The rest of the weekend, I'll have those details in just a moment. But first, here's Risa. Well, we're looking at a fantastic weekend. We've got temperatures exactly where they should be. The humidity is just starting to rise a little bit by Saturday and into Sunday. But as you can see, no active weather. The next best chance for some active weather is going to be coming at the end of the weekend into early next week, where we could see the risk of a few isolated showers, possibly some thunderstorm activity with a system that's going to be tracking its way east across the prairie provinces. Of course, if you do have travel plans toward Atlantic Canada this weekend, be prepared for Arthur. Expect delays. Make sure you call ahead. Our weekend temperatures look amazing. The humidity is going to be staying low, so it's going to be really comfortable through the GTA. We are going to be seeing an amazing weekend. We've got lots of sunshine in the forecast, and temperatures are going to be really comfortable. When I say comfortable, I mean they're going to be hot, but they're not going to be really sticky. Our humidity is going to rise slightly, but it's not going to be as oppressive as it was last weekend or early this past week. We do have an area of low pressure that's going to bring us the potential for some active weather come Sunday into Monday, and potentially lingering into Tuesday could give us some isolated thunderstorms. Temperatures are fantastic. Like I was saying, we're looking at 26 tomorrow, 27 for Sunday. Yes, it's going to feel like 32, but it's going to be more comfortable than it has been when it gets really hot.
Go to the Weather Network.
It's no surprise that Hurricane Arthur is trending on Twitter. Everybody's talking about it on social media. Happy July 4th to our American friends. Have fun, play safe, and stay safe. 4th of July, Hurricane Arthur happens at the exact same time for many communities along the U.S. East Coast. Hurricane Arthur casting dark clouds over New York City, but moving offshore as it moves up the eastern seaboard. As you can see, somebody tweeted these pictures, and it's looking quite ominous, isn't it? Hurricane Arthur is gone. No damage, but power is out. We had a rough night, and the dog is still nervous. Yeah, dogs don't like stormy weather at all. Thanks, Kevin. So fun. I hope she breaks it tomorrow as well, so good luck. All right, we've got lots of sunshine today, but as Kevin was mentioning, temperatures a little fresh this morning. You certainly need to maybe layer up a little, but it's going to feel a little bit warmer. The weekend looks amazing. We'll talk about that, and we'll also talk about Hurricane Arthur that is barreling its way up the U.S. eastern seaboard. All those details in just a moment, but first, Risa, what's going on the roads? Well, our weekend's not looking too bad either. We've got great conditions, high pressure firmly in place, lots of sunshine. And through the weekend, I don't think anyone's going to be complaining about the temperatures that are warming up slightly. If you have travel plans through the East Coast, if you're planning on going to Nova Scotia, New Brunswick, or Newfoundland, Arthur is certainly going to make quite the impact. We have the potential to see rainfall amounts over 120 millimeters and wind gusts up to 120 kilometers an hour. So that's the low as it moves out. The good news is that it's a fairly fast mover and things will start to clear for them by Monday. For us, however, we've got active weather coming in for the beginning of next week. We could see some thunderstorm activity by Monday with the heat and humidity returning. The season.
Okay, well, let's get this thing going. Let's see if we can get it over 100 here. I doubt it, but let's see. Come on down to Centerville. Where's the horn on this thing? Choo-choo! Faster.
I love Kevin's sense of humor. I really do. He's in the car. I feel kind of like Bonnie and Clyde right now, and it's so true. Thanks, Kevin. Glad you're having a good time. Such a great place to bring the entire family. Today, we're going to have a great day. We've got lots of sunshine in the forecast. Temperatures are going to tonight. It's dropping down to 13. So as Kevin was mentioning, you may need a jacket this morning. You may need a jacket tonight as well. If you're hitting a patio, if you're going to a barbecue. I know a lot of people are getting married this weekend. The conditions are perfect. We're going to have all those details coming up, but first, here's Riso with traffic.
Emily.
Well, the long-range forecast, no one is going to complain. We've got high pressure firmly in place for the weekend, lots of sunshine, warm temperatures, comfortable levels of humidity. We do have to worry about next week, early next week. We've got a system coming in across the Prairie provinces. This is going to be responsible for potentially bringing in some isolated thunderstorms. Late day Sunday for cottage country, in through Monday morning for the GTA, and that could linger into Tuesday. But temperatures are going to stay warm. The heat and humidity is also going to rise back again. So we're looking at 26 for tomorrow, 27 for Sunday. But look at the humidity bumping back up to 32, and then 35 is what it's going to feel like on Monday. And that's certainly going to add an active ingredient to the chance of a few isolated storms. Well, we are going to see an amazing weekend. We've got tons of sunshine with this area of high pressure firmly in place for today into tomorrow and Sunday. Now, Sunday, things could start to change. We do have an area of low pressure coming east across the Prairie provinces, and this could bring us a little bit of active weather. Now, we could see some showers. The potential is there for some isolated thunderstorms Sunday into Monday, even lingering into Tuesday. If you have travel plans to the East Coast, well, Hurricane Arthur is now making its way up the U.S. eastern seaboard, expected to make landfall as a post-tropical storm through parts of Nova Scotia tomorrow morning, so you're going to want to call ahead and check in for delays. Our temperatures over the weekend look amazing. Around the world in 80 seconds. Thanks for that, Kim. I'm Emily Vukoic. It's Friday. It is the 4th of July. Happy 4th of July. Great weekend ahead. We've got sunshine to start the day, and Kevin Yard is, well, having a little bit too much fun this morning. He's at Center Island. And Kevin, what are you up to now? Thanks, Kevin. Looks like a lot of fun for the whole family. High pressure firmly in place for this weekend. We've got lots of sunshine on the way, and temperatures are going to be warming. Next best chance of active weather comes in early next week. Top 5 videos. You can always check them out on our website, theweathernetwork.com. It's Friday. It's July the 4th. Happy 4th of July. I'm Emily Vukoic. We've been talking about the beautiful weekend ahead, and we've been talking about the gorgeous conditions at Center Island, which is exactly where we joined Kevin Yard, having a great time checking out all sorts of animals. Kevin?
I could use a tummy rub, too. Back inside you, Emily.
Wow, that pig is enormous. 650 pounds? Yikes. So sweet how it was enjoying its belly rub, though. High pressure this weekend. A great weekend to take the entire family to Center Island. There's so many events happening in and around the GTA. We're not going to see any active weather until the beginning of next week, which is great news. We've got the system coming in across the prairies. Temperatures, however, are going to start to heat up as well.
Go to the weather.
Now taking a look at your long-range forecast, the weekend looks amazing, and into early next week, we could see a little bit of active weather. But for the weekend, I don't think anyone's going to be complaining about the lack of humidity. We are going to warm up by Sunday, but first I want to show you the lack of active weather. We've got high pressure firmly in place for the lower Great Lakes. Throughout northern Ontario, we are going to be seeing some showers. The potential is there for some isolated thunderstorms. That's going to move in through cottage country, possibly late day Sunday, but certainly into Monday morning. That's when we're going to start to see it through the GTA. So this could be affecting your back to work commute. The active weather is going to stick around potentially until Tuesday before it starts to clear out. And then come Wednesday, we've got another system brewing, and that could certainly be affecting us throughout parts of the GTA. If you've got a ball game planned this weekend, if you have a barbecue, a birthday party, a wedding this weekend, seriously, it's amazing. It's going to be 26, feeling closer to 29, so we're not going to be feeling that oppressive heat and humidity that we dealt with last weekend. 27 for Sunday, feeling like 32. Here comes the active weather for Monday, and we all know that when we have the heat and the humidity, they add perfect ingredient for an active weather day. Tuesday, we start to clear out. Wednesday, a little bit more active weather expected. Temperatures staying close to seasonal. We should be around 26 for this time of year. The heat and humidity building a little bit, and we also have the potential to see a bit of a stormy weekend through parts of cottage country as well.
This weather segment.
Our website has all sorts of really neat and interesting stuff, including more on your top 5 videos, so check it out. It's Friday. It is July the 4th. I'm Emily Vukoic. Thank you for joining us here on the Weather Network. It's a beautiful start to the day. Kevin Yard is at probably one of the best spots of the weekend, Center Island. And Kevin, conditions are amazing, and I think you're having a little bit too much fun this morning.
Yeah. Hello?
Looks just like you, Kevin. High pressure in place this weekend. It's gorgeous. We're going to see lots of sunshine, and temperatures will be very, very comfortable. Our next best chance of active weather is going to be coming in Sunday into Monday, lingering potentially into Tuesday. An area of low pressure is coming at us from across the Prairie provinces, and it is going to give us the thunderstorm risk with our heat and humidity rising. Atlantic Canada, bit of a story for you if you've got travel plans there this weekend. Of course, we're keeping a very close eye on Arthur. We've got teams from the Weather Network traveling through Atlantic Canada that are going to be reporting all weekend long on the system. So if you do have interests in that area, we are going to provide all the latest information for you. Our temperatures this weekend look amazing. The heat starts to rise again. It's no surprise that Hurricane Arthur is trending on Twitter. Everybody's talking about it on social media. Happy July 4th to our American friends. Have fun, play safe, and stay safe. 4th of July, Hurricane Arthur happens at the exact same time for many communities along the U.S. East Coast. Hurricane Arthur casting dark clouds over New York City, but moving offshore as it moves up the eastern seaboard. As you can see, somebody tweeted these pictures, and it's looking quite ominous, isn't it? Hurricane Arthur is gone. No damage, but power is out. We had a rough night, and the dog is still nervous. Yeah, dogs don't like stormy weather at all. Around the world in 80 seconds. Thanks so much, Kim. It's Friday. It is the 4th of July. I'm Emily Vukoic. Kevin Yard is joining us this morning from Center Island. Lots of sunshine and a ton of fun. How's it going, Kevin? Oh, little Shetland ponies. They're so cute. All right, high pressure in place for the weekend, which is great news for us. We're going to see our temperatures really start to warm up. Next best chance of active weather is going to come in early next week. We're looking at 26 tomorrow, 27 for Sunday. Monday, the humidity starts to build back in, a perfect recipe for thunderstorms. Hurricane Arthur not making a direct impact through southern Ontario, but it's a story of interest for many people that do have travel plans to the East Coast this weekend, capable of, but it's just not safe, especially when we have a hurricane of this strength. It's a Category 2 hurricane right now. It's moving northeast at 37 kilometers an hour. The trajectory has it making landfall in Atlantic Canada by tomorrow morning as a post-tropical storm. We're going to be seeing extensive rainfall from this. Some communities could see up to 120 millimeters with wind gusts up to 120 kilometers an hour. It's no surprise that Hurricane Arthur is trending on Twitter. Everybody's talking about it on social media. Happy July 4th to our American friends. Have fun, play safe, and stay safe. 4th of July, Hurricane Arthur happens at the exact same time for many communities along the U.S. East Coast. Hurricane Arthur casting dark clouds over New York City, but moving offshore as it moves up the eastern seaboard. As you can see, somebody tweeted these pictures, and it's looking quite ominous, isn't it? Hurricane Arthur is gone. No damage, but power is out. We had a rough night, and the dog is still nervous. Yeah, dogs don't like stormy weather at all.